Guys, how's it going? It's Al. Week 4 happened. That's a fact. It definitely happened, and this man went off for like 8,000 DraftKings points and made it a very binary situation. You either had TJ Hawkinson and you put yourself in a position to win tournaments, or you did not have TJ Hawkinson and you were not in any position to win tournaments in week 4. I'm going to go over all of the content that I put out this week. I'm going to go through my best buys column one by one, up and down the list. I've never seen best buys be this much of a bloodbath, like ever. Like, this might be the worst results on my best buy column in like 4 or 5 years. Not seen this many L's in a best buys column in a long time. So we're going to try and learn from that. We're going to go over my high stakes lineup, my millionaire maker lineups, as well as Rainmakers, the cage match, and we're going to go through every one of the top 10 in the SmizzGang Listener League before we can move on and cleanse the palate and move to week 5, where hopefully we can make some better decisions. So let's go.
He's a legend.
The SmizzGang Listener League is posted for week 5. It just came in and they absolutely made it bigger. 1,000 more spots this week. It still looks like if you guys get in this league the way you've gotten in it the last 2 weeks, it's still going to fill midday on Saturday. So you have to get your entries in early. Smizzle.tv/links will take you there. It is still a $10 entry fee league, still 3 max, still absolutely rake free, but the best tournament on DraftKings just got better because instead of $45,000 in the prize pool that's going to get paid out to the SmizzGang, there's $55,000 in the prize pool that's going to get paid out. 10% will go to first. So 5,500 up top, and 10% of first goes to 10th. So if you come in like 7th, 8th, you're not going to feel like you got a set of steak knives. You're actually going to get a good amount of money. Solid flat payout with a lot of money up top. Make sure that you get in. Smizzle.tv/links will take you to the Listener League, and you'll find links to everything else that I do in that link tree as well. So make sure that you get your entries in before it fills, because it is going to fill. Pressure's on you guys, though. If we don't fill it this week, they're going to make it smaller. So make sure that you get in there early. Josh Allen, 24.4 or 24.5 DraftKings points, 19 of 36, 213 and a touchdown. Ran it 11 times for 70 yards and a touchdown. Now, Best Buys is due end of day on Wednesday. I have to turn this in Wednesday evening. I write it Tuesday and Wednesday afternoon. I try to wait until as late Wednesday afternoon as I can, but rain moved into the slate later in the week, and Josh Allen was way less palatable to us on Sunday morning. So was Jalen Hurts. With the absolute deluge and wind situation that existed in this game, Jalen Hurts was somebody that we were backing away from on Sunday morning. You need to get into the Discord right down below. In the if you click show more on the description, you will find the link to the Discord, smizzle.tv/discord. It is also in the link tree, smizzle.tv/links. It'll take you right there. Tons of people in the SmizzGang. If you are a channel member on YouTube, you have to click the join button and become a channel member on YouTube. It costs $5 a month. Then you get access to all of the VIP locked rooms in our Discord community, as well as if you are subbed on Twitch, same sort of thing. We mingle those communities and give you a ton of people to talk strategy, cash game tournaments, and to sweat the games every weekend. So make sure you join Discord today. It's right there in the link tree. It'll keep you or help keep you up to date, as DFS can be a very isolating game. Jared Goff stayed viable. Didn't matter who was in or out for his team, because they're a really good offense that has the ability to move the football, and they're a really bad defense, which keeps their offense having to keep the foot on the pedal. 37.2 DraftKings points, absolute smash. 26 of 39, 378 and 4 touchdowns. And he led you to the absolute nuts because, as you know, you don't play quarterbacks alone in tournaments. You're looking for stacks. And if you played him with Josh Reynolds and TJ Hawkinson and brought it back with either one or both of DK Metcalf or Tyler Lockett, you were on the path to the absolute top 1%, if not higher, top 0.1% of tournaments. Marcus Mariota, he's an L. I'll take the L here. 4.9 DraftKings points. They ran the ball 35 goddamn times. They only threw it 19 times. In the second half of the game, they basically went to a triple wing where they stopped throwing the football altogether because I hate their coach and I don't like this at all. 5,600 looked like a very good value play on the day. 7 of 19, could not even complete any of the passes on the 19 attempts that he threw. Smith has absolutely no confidence in Mariota or the passing game, and I feel like we have to bail at this point. 139 yards, no touchdowns, ran it 5 times for 3 yards. Screw that guy. Not Mariota, the coach. Jonathan Taylor got injured, but not before racking up 21 touches and 23 opportunities. However, did absolutely nothing with them. 20 carries for 42 yards, no touchdowns, caught 1 ball for 1 yard, 4.3 DraftKings points. Absolutely terrible. Jamal Williams, smash. 19 carries, 109 and 2 touchdowns, caught 1 of 3 balls, 26.9 DraftKings points, got you the bonus. Khalil Herbert, 11.1 points, 19 for 77, caught only 1 ball, had over 100 yards from scrimmage, but did not find his way into the end zone against the Giants. Ezekiel Elliott, an alarming 2 targets in this game. His target rate has really come down this year, like a lot. They're just not throwing the ball. Maybe that's a Cooper Rush thing. Maybe Dak checks down more to his running backs than before, but he did have 21 opportunities, as we kind of predicted. Carried the ball 19 times for 49 yards, 2 catches, 2 targets, 32 yards, 10.1 DraftKings points. He's a miss, but the usage was encouraging. Stephon Diggs, same sort of situation with the rain. They just could not move the ball as efficiently on either side of Baltimore or Buffalo. 4 catches on 6 targets, 62 yards, 10.2 points. Michael Pittman, 3 catches on 6 targets for 31 yards, no touchdowns. I believe that he had 1 called back. Was it overturned, or there was something where he caught like a ball in the end zone? It did not count as a touchdown. Unfortunate. CeeDee Lamb continues to absolutely be a target hog. Got 8 more targets in this game, caught 6 of them. 97 yards, just missing the bonus. 1 touchdown, 21.7 points. Smash there. Deontay Johnson, huge miss. I hate the Steelers offense, but I still believe in Deontay Johnson moving forward, regardless of who their quarterback is. They stunk on ice yesterday. It was terrible. He had 4 targets, 2 catches, 11 yards, 4.2 DraftKings. Mark Andrews, his absolute floor, 2 catches, 5 targets, 15 yards, 3.5 points. Kyle Pitts, tied to the triple wing offense that they were running, caught 1 ball on 4 targets for 25 yards. That part's encouraging. They just didn't throw the ball. Like, he had something like 25% of the target market share, or 30-ish% of the target market share, but when your team only throws it 19 times and completes 7 passes, who cares what your target market share is? We need some volume in the passing game. We need passes to actually be completed. Everything sucks in Atlanta right now, but they won the game, so hey, good for them. Tyler Conklin caught 3 balls on 5 targets, 52 yards, 8.2 points. He was kind of fine. Dallas Cowboys 10 points. Broncos had a bunch of interceptions, and the Bears with 6 DraftKings points. Moving on to my high stakes lineup. As you can see, I had a Mariota double here. I was trying to get off of a lot of the chalk and leverage off of the thinking going into lineup select, right? Was everybody's going to play that passing game, and I didn't want to stack Goff into what I thought was going to be massive chalk. And looking at like Brewer's lineup, he had Geno Smith. He went with the other side of it, right? So he had Geno Smith. He went with Tyler Lockett. He had TJ Hawkinson, who was 40% in the Thunderdome, which is kind of where I thought his percentage was going to be. So my goal was to get off of that ownership, and I'll take one piece from that game that I thought was an absolute smash value, and he was good chalk in Jamal Williams. I flagged Planet Eckler, as you guys remember from the Friday show, but the Mariota double and bring back, tons of target market share, did absolutely nothing. Brought it back with Amari Cooper, who had 1 target himself. Unfortunate, because my other way to go was to go with Goff, Hawkinson, Reynolds, and not DK Metcalf, but I was going to go with Tyler Lockett in this spot, which was basically that 4 for 4. And then I tried to get different by going with Mac Hollins and Sutton late to give me a little bit of late flex options. It did not work. The Jets defense was very solid. So we move on to the next week as far as that's concerned. My millionaire maker teams, here is that Goff stack. Eckler, Sanders was 2.3%. This was absurd considering how much more usage he was going to theoretically get. 1, with Boston Scott out. So now a 3-headed monster running back became a 2-headed monster running back. I was massively overweight on Sanders. I was massively overweight on the tournament on Eckler. I think I had like 40%, 37 or 40% Eckler. I think I had 27% Miles Sanders. Sutton was unfortunate. Tyler Lockett came in at 15. Hawkinson, though, he's the interesting one. Typically, he was projecting at 28 to 30% ownership this weekend. I really thought that he was going to be 30 to 40% in tournaments in the Millionaire Maker. He was 19%. So I was not on a lot of Hawkinson saying I'm going to pivot somewhere else to try and capture upside in case that chalk fails. One, it didn't fail because it became a binary situation. You had Hawkinson, you had a chance. You didn't have Hawkinson, you did not have a chance. But 10% under. So like a wild difference. So like there's a massive difference between a player who's 30, 35% or a player who's 19. That's a 50% jump to go from 20 to 30. It's a lot less people over the course of that tournament that are going to be on him. At 19%, I probably would have had 40% Hawkinson. I projected him at 30 to 35%, so I had like 5% Hawkinson. He was chalk that I was fading at that percentage. Why do you think I'd want to subscribe on Stitcher? Why are you telling me this right now? Oh my God, Bill Gates. I need all notifications off from Microsoft forever. It is, I'm so mad right now. So that's where I ended up on that lineup. As you can see, it was all the golf lineups that ended up near the top. Josh Reynolds, the golf, Reynolds, Hawkinson, Lockett stacked you just fine. If you paid up a little bit more and got to DK Metcalf, the prospect of Lockett and Metcalf, right, where one of them's going to be 15% and the other's going to be 5%, play the one that's less played. I totally get that. Would have been the right way to go. And everything was won by just game stacking that game. We had a really weird situation up top with Kingberg basically just running a 30 lineups all at the same spot. But Hoop2410 spoke at the first daily fantasy bootcamp, went with basically a full game stack here with Geno, Jamal, Metcalf, Lockett, Reynolds, Hawkinson, and then one-offs with Eckler and Jacobs. Paid up for the Eagles defense. Congratulations to Hoop, one of the good guys winning the Millionaire Maker this week. And if you won this week, if you would consider donating a little bit of money to No Kid Hungry through our charity drive, smizzle.tv/charity. That link is also available in smizzle.tv/links. Hunger hurts kids every day, and your donation helps feed the team. Every single dollar helps. If you enjoy the content, if you had a winning week in week 4, go and donate a little bit to No Kid Hungry, who provides school breakfasts and lunches and at-home care to kids who are suffering from food insecurity, don't know where their next meal is coming from, all across the United States. So be a part of something that is bigger than yourself, and please be a part of the program today. Going over to Rainmakers, here's a few more. I won a bunch of packs this week. I didn't really win a lot of money this week because a lot of things in Rainmakers specifically, because a lot of the weird stuff. I screwed up on my showdown lineup. So I was out of the house a lot later in the day because we had some personal things that we had to take care of. I was running all over the place from my kid's school to an event with my wife later in the evening. I had Mahomes because I had these in as placeholders, and I don't like playing the quarterback at captain. I wanted to put Kelsey at captain in these lineups, and unfortunately, I probably also should have had Tom Brady in the Rainmakers lineup instead of Juju Smith-Schuster to go with a Mahomes, Kelsey, with Kelsey at captain, Brady, Evans as a secondary. This lineup did win $1,000. It would have won a lot more if I had changed that up to have it the way that I believe would have been the optimal play, but I was out of the house in the afternoon, so it kind of is just what it is. Won a bunch of packs, won a little bit of money throughout the rest of the week, so I'm pretty happy with the way that Rainmakers is going. If you have not already, definitely go check out our Discord. In our Discord, we have a special part of the Discord that is token locked behind the SmizzGang HQ key. You can go to OpenSea and buy it. I would suggest using our links also in the link tree, or you can go directly there with smizzle.hq or smizzle.tv/HQ, which will take you right to this page. 0.1 Ethereum gets you the key and will unlock all of the NFT portion of the Discord, including all of our Rainmakers community that is growing on an every single day basis to try and help you make decisions better when it comes to Rainmakers in terms of lineup decisions, cards to buy, market access, and where it is going to ebb and flow as time goes along. So if you're interested in the Rainmakers project, if you're just dipping your toes in it, definitely jump over into the HQ because it is a necessary component to help you surround yourself with smart players trying to make smart decisions every single day. Going over to the head-to-head GPP, right? The cage match this week against Peter Overzet. He nosed me. He nosed me at the end with the Josh Jacobs touchdown in the final couple minutes of the game. $269 I now owe to the Welly Maker. If you guys have not taken a part, I play for No Kid Hungry every week, and I play against an opponent we bring on Wednesdays on the main channel. I had Goff go nuts. I had Pierce go bonkers. Barkley did just fine. Real snowflake day. So I paid up a lot for Diggs and Andrews, and as the weather changed there, that just really screwed me. Richie James, whatever. Jaguars defense was just fine, but his big day coming from Josh Jacobs put me to rest late in that game. Congratulations to him for taking down the cage match. And in the Listener League, here are your top 10 finishers. M. Swingle went with Aaron Rodgers, Jacobs, Sanders, both under 10%. Sutton, Dobbs, Lamb, Hawkinson. Everybody's going to have Hawkinson. 14% Hawkinson in our league here. Eckler and the Cardinals defense. Corinthian 297 with a Goff double stack. Goff, Reynolds, Hawkinson. Brought it back with Lockett. Love to see that. Dylan Kirch, Geno, Metcalf, Lockett, Ling Weenie. Nice. Geno Stacks, B. Mahler. Congratulations for your finish. Recognize that name from chat. Ja. What does Ja think? I need to know. Old Rat 14, No Huddle 12, Yizman 15 right behind them. A lot of Geno in the top 10 and Jared Goff. It was basically all about that single game. You had to have, when 90 real life points are scored in a football game, you can bet your bippy that those are going to be the lineups that finish at the top of the tournament. So thank you guys for joining. Look out for another video right there.
He's a legend.